Hi guys, this is Daniel Alexander Cannon here on the Supernatural Show. And of course, this is the show that is not intended for entertainment purposes. However, today we are going to have a little bit of a light day and we're just going to have a little fun. And that is the fun I'm referring to is we're going to be doing the voting for the Supernatural team tinfoil hat contest. So we're going to be doing that today. So we're going to be asking y'all guys to vote in a poll. The poll will be broadcast on the Logic Before Authority YouTube channel. That is where you will have to be at in order to vote for this. I wish I could do it in a more overall way, so that way y'all guys that are on Facebook and that way y'all guys that are on Rumble and other places could all vote, but I couldn't figure out something that would work properly without sending it to the website. And then the problem is how to keep people from, well, somebody might want to vote twice, and it would have got difficult. So that's what we're going to do today. And we're also going to start the Supernatural show itself is a gathering place for all of the people, meaning all of y'all guys, and where we come together as a team as well. And I've got some interesting news about the team as well. And some just really amazing news that I'm going to share with y'all guys. But first, let's check in with who we've got here today. Shannon is not available today. She's taking care of some family things that are very important. And but we love Shannon. She's our sister, and she's probably listening. But we miss Shannon, but she'll be back on Monday. With the show on Monday, and then her show, which runs on Thursdays, although I'm hearing some talk about some possible expanding of some different shows onto additional days and some cool things going on like that. But we miss you, Shannon. However, we do have Miss Kim here with us. She's off screen here in the background, working on learning how to be a co-director, which I've got to spend more time with her, especially now trying to get her fine-tuned on some things because, well, the team is growing, which I'll get into in a few minutes. So thank you, Miss Kim, for being here. She says that we're welcome. And we also have the Supernatural Roxy herself, the Roxy Files, is in the house here with us today. What in the supernatural is going on with you, Miss Roxy?
Hello, Governor.
Hello.
You have me on mute.
I have you on mute?
I think so. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I had the mute button over my little microphone off button. Hello, everybody.
No,
welcome to Friday.
You're live.
Hello, Governor. Hello, Shannon. I know you're out there, my love. Hello, Shannon.
Mm-hmm. You know she is. So anything, when I ask that question, sometimes it's actually a serious question, meaning anything supernatural happened that you've noticed over the last week or so that
weird dreams.
Weird dreams. Do tell.
My dreams, I have never been a dreamer. I've never been one that really remembered dreams until a particular day about 6 years ago when I, packed a bag and absconded. And then I started dreaming. Don't dream a lot. It's here and there. But like for the past week, it has just been an onslaught of crazy. Like last night's dream, it was me and Willie, but there was 2 Roxys and 2 Willies. And I could see both sets. And it was like they were duplicated, doing the same thing at the same time. It was crazy. And like I woke up at 3:00 in the morning. Imagine that. Went back to sleep and had the exact same dream again. Verbatim. it's craziness like that.
Okay. Weird dreams.
And then weird dreams, like crazy stuff, like sitting on a beach in a beach chair, just listening to the ocean, and all of a sudden it starts snowing. Like and that might have been a hot flash. I don't know. I was sitting on a beach and it was warm and it was beautiful. And then the next thing it started snowing and I was freaking out in my dream. That's probably a good lead to, I was just, menopausal and having a hot flash or something. I don't know. But yeah, weird dreams past week or two.
I would imagine
and
that
those aurora borealis lights, which are that was a lie. It's not the aurora borealis. Anybody?
It was what?
It was not the aurora borealis.
When?
You not seen the pictures of the sky all the way from Kentucky to Florida
recently?
In the past? Yeah, the sky was red.
No, let me see if I see.
They were saying it was the aurora borealis, that it was the northern lights. Hang on. I will text you a picture of it right quick.
Northern Lights. Okay, and I'll just sort by the last week, maybe, something like that. And we still got a little bit more introductions to do here. Let me do that and we'll keep going, Roxy. I want to recognize Super Dave and Super Mike Smith as well. They are our super moderators that are in the house right now. And I greatly appreciate them, and thank y'all guys for everything that you do. And let's see, did I get everybody? I think I did, right? Yeah, except for and I introduced myself to start with, so we're good. So let me sort this by the past week, I guess. Yeah, week. Y'all guys may notice on screen. You guys may notice on screen that it says "Tell My Story" at TheSupernatural.Show. That is for you to email in anything supernatural that goes on in your life. Maybe it happened 10 years ago. Maybe it happened when you were a little boy or little girl. Maybe it happened last night. Whatever it is, as long as it's true and it happened to you, or it's the experience you have, we want to hear about them. I'm going to be reading a story that was submitted to us here during this show. Towards the end, I'm going to read probably one or two stories that were submitted to us previously. And I want to get y'all guys' stories. I don't care how wild it sounds. I don't care if it sounds crazy. All I care is that it happened. Or it's what you perceived, okay? That's all I care about. So don't worry about, I can't say that because they're going to think I'm crazy. No, this is, if you haven't noticed, the Supernatural Show. So don't overthink it. Just do it. Send in your stories to Tell My Story at TheSupernatural.Show. Or you can go on the website as well, and you can share it on there as well. And you can do that by coming here to the website. Under the button that says TSS, which means the Supernatural Show submissions, you can choose Submit Story right there. And then you can also, it'll give you the option of saying that you'd like to come on as a guest and tell your story. You can tell us a little bit about what the story is about, and give us your contact information, that kind of stuff. And then right here, you can choose, would you be willing to tell your story live on air? You can say yes, or you can say no, or undecided. But yeah, and you also have the ability to upload any photos or a video or anything like that that's related. And, or if you need to, maybe you've got a link to a video that you did or that you want us to see that's related. You can submit that as well. Hit that old submit button and you will either hear your story on the show or we'll get a hold of you and have you on as a guest, whatever you want to do. Because
you can tell us all about it.
Yeah, because this is the Supernatural Show and it is the people's show. But we want to hear from the people. All right. So going
We
back
the
to what you
people.
were, yeah, we the people.
We the people.
And we're what matters. The clown show that's going on in, in the places where we know the clowns hang out, it really don't matter. They're not important. They're doing their thing, and they're going to continue to do their thing. But we're going to do our thing, and that is tell the truth. No matter how wild and crazy it sounds, tell my story tell my story at TheSupernatural.Show. It's right on the top of the website right there. All right, so what were we talking about there, Roxy?
The Aurora Borealis.
Yes,
that they claimed that it was.
Let me go back to that and see if I see any images that might be related to what you're talking about. This is sorted by the last week, so maybe some of these are newer. Here's one that looks
That ain't
red.
got nothing on the one I just texted you.
You texted? What do you mean?
Yeah, in the group text. That way everybody could see it. That picture was taken.
Which group text? Oh,
the new one.
Well, I can't show it if you send it on the phone.
Well, I don't.
Real quick.
What do you want? Google chat? I can't.
Google chat.
I don't know if I can send it. Google chat. Hang on. I might be able to send that to Google chat. But no, I didn't even know the first. Oh, yes, I can send that to Google chat from my phone. Thank you very much. There we go. Add it. Send it. Okay, you got it in Google chat now.
Okay, I didn't see the photo.
I didn't even know this was going to happen. And because you know me, I'm all the time out looking at stars and filming the wheels out there that be spinning and flying. We need to show some of those videos sometime, by the way. But I seen this picture the next morning on Facebook, and this is my nephew-in-law's house that I just sent you. He took that picture. It's a couple of miles from the farm.
Oh, really?
And this lasted for a couple of nights on the holes.
Which way is this picture facing? Is it facing north, or is it, do you know?
Northwest. Northwest.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, you know where the go-kart track is at the four-way stop sign? Over toward Red Bluff?
Yeah.
That's where that picture was taken.
Oh, I see. Miss Kim's wanting to go out and look for it tonight and see what we see.
You probably won't see it tonight.
Why?
They turned Hart back off, man.
Oh, well, that may be the case, yes. I know everybody.
There's radar anomalies that we've all linked to the to HARP for this thing. None of us believe it was real Northern Lights. We think it was something with HARP.
Someone from the website just sent us a last-minute tinfoil hat entry and gave us a pin, but I think you might be a little late. All
right, Anonymous, I'm going to need to see that Z28, sir. Sorry, side conversation.
Comments.
We're talking about cars.
That is pretty, you can see all the stars.
And on that screen doesn't really do it justice to what the real picture looks like. And there was no filters or anything used. He just went, because they just got that house. They just put it there. You can see the water in the yard. And when he turned in the yard with his truck and he saw that, he's like, oh my goodness, behind his new house.
Is this the house that you've been working on helping people with and stuff?
No, that's another nephew there that just got his house.
Anybody else seeing this this kind of stuff going on? Anybody else notice weird lights in the sky? Let me see what's showing up on Google.
Yeah, it was all over Facebook
Northern
locally.
Lights bring dazzling views 2 days ago.
Miss Carol had them in Kansas.
But what I'm seeing is a lot of red.
No, you need to put, where you got Northern Lights at, you need to date that.
I did.
Yeah, what you're looking at are...
Could be old ones. But like this one here says...
go right there behind Northern Lights and put 2020 or November 2025 or something.
Well, I've got it sorted by Well, wait a minute. I thought I did. The past week. Okay, that's past week. And, you know, you're going to get some old stuff too, and some stuff from places that we're not talking about.
But yeah, that reddish purple hue, that's what everybody was seeing.
Like this has got the red.
Yeah, red. Somebody just made a comment a while ago, and this is one of the things I had seen when I'm looking up stuff. Red and green create two different things. One is oxygen adding to the atmosphere, and one is oxygen leaving the atmosphere, I think is the way it works.
Which noble gas produces the color of red when ionized? Would be my question.
I don't know, but we can find out.
See what you see. Which noble gas produces the color red when ionized? Because I think it's related. See, most people don't realize this. Up above us, in what we call the heavens, there are layers of what's called noble gases. One of them that you'll be most familiar with is neon. Okay, neon is not just the name of a type of sign. Neon is a gas. It's what's called a noble gas, because noble gases, they don't mix with other gases well. They only hang out with other nobles, mainly their own type. They only hang out like neon only hangs out with neon. And there are layers of these noble gases above our heads. And when they are ionized, each one of these noble gases produces light. And like literally all of them. Like we know that neon, when a magnetic field or energy is applied to it, that we know neon lights glow. It's the gas inside that is ionized, so it's glowing. What do you see, Roxy?
I'm working on it.
Tune in Tokyo.
Can you hear me now, George?
Yep. Okay. This one's supposedly newer also, with a lot of red. Let's see what else we got here.
This is crazy. When I try to ask the question online, it keeps jumbling what I've asked and turns it into what I didn't ask. That's crazy.
There are a lot of ones that have a lot of red. That's unusual. Traditionally, when you're talking auroras, you get this green, this green color, like you see in this image here. Right? That's what people think of normally. And what that is that's ionized gas. Now, what's producing the ionization is a whole nother story. But, I'm just looking at all the images for the last week, and there's a lot of that red going on. Here's an interesting one.
It does not want to cooperate with me when I ask it questions.
That is unusual.
Okay. At very high altitudes, 100 to 300 plus miles up, there are fewer air molecules and the air is thinner. Oxygen atoms up there get hit by solar particles. Because the air is so thin and excited by oxygen, it releases energy slowly, producing a red glow instead of the more common green. Red auroras often appear during strong solar storms. So high altitude oxygen and solar energy equal red. They were claiming these nights that there were solar explosions, plasma explosions from the sun, and that was what was going to cause them. Well, that's all fine and dandy if you want to leave it, with what they said.
Don't question any further. Don't think for yourself.
Don't question any further. But when we were questioning and started looking at radar above HARP, there was this amazing circle at the same time around Harp of energy that was doing something.
Really? A spiral type thing or what? Probably spiral. I've seen the radar anomalies
Just
where
a
they'll produce
circle
the
of
spirals.
energy. No, it was just a big circle of energy, like it was broadcasting out of it.
Okay.
And trust me, they scrubbed that stuff off the internet as fast as we can find it. I've got here anymore lately where I take screenshots because when I go back to find something, it's gone.
So which noble gas produces red? I've got it already saved. I've done the research. I just got to pull it up. Where is my saved area? Should be able to get it.
I'm sorry, I got sidetracked in a car conversation with Anonymous.
All right, Anonymous. Oh, we should probably, while we're doing this, let me go ahead and show the photos. Actually, I've got them right here already, don't I? Yeah, I do. 10-fold hat contest. Let me go ahead and start the poll. I'm going to start it here in just a moment. This is Super Dave and his 10-fold hat. Super Dave got the double dip because, well, Super Dave is super. So he got he actually won the contest on the viewer's side because Super Dave, we haven't got with him yet, if that makes any sense. And really, it's a joke. But we're hoping that Super Dave is going to join us on the Supernatural.Show network. But I know I've got to ask the question directly and explain everything to him. And in order for that to take place. So there's Super Dave's hat. And we also have Roxy's hat. This is Roxy's hat.
That's Mad Hatter's hat.
Kind of like a Mad Hatter kind of thing, yep. And we have another one of Roxy's here.
Same hat, different angle.
Different angle, yeah. And I've got, pulling up Shannon's here as well right now.
Shannon's is fantastic.
Hey, you promoting for the competition?
I haven't seen yours yet. I'm just saying, we all had great hats, man. Don't get your feelings hurt.
I said you're promoting for Shannon, your competition. And then
I'm not worried about me winning. I'm giving out prizes.
And here's one more pic as well of Roxy's hat. So again, you've got Dave, which is going to be in the poll. You've got Roxy and her hat in the poll. And then we've also got, I've got a number of pictures here. Let's see, where shall we start with Shannon's hat? Start with this one, I suppose.
I can't.
If my computer will cooperate. There we go. Now this is Shannon's hat. She went literally supernatural on us with this hat. And, I mean, you got to give it to her.
I told you she was fantastic.
Look at the detail on this thing. Like, there's like rhinestones that are attached somehow around the edges.
Shannon is tuning in Tokyo with that thing.
No kidding. I mean, her hat especially, and what was the other hat? Was it
the Flying Nun hat? That one was cool too.
And they have to have actual functional properties to them, for sure. They have to.
Just a side note, if everybody would like to sleep a little better at night, make one of these hats for your Wi-Fi router. in your cell
Yeah,
phones.
no kidding.
Make you a Faraday cage. It'll make a difference, I promise.
And that's what it is we're talking Faraday. It's, or Faraday cage. It's about deflecting unwanted, frequencies. Because wireless frequencies, it's called radiation, or they changed the name to radio back around 1920 or 25, somewhere in there. They switched from calling it radiation broadcasting to radio broadcasting because it sounded better, you might say. And
yeah,
if you don't know anything about that, go on the website and go watch Operation Radiation 3.0, and just go into the pay-per-view area, make a $5 donation, and you can watch. It's about an hour and a half long, and it will explain all about how when they started doing these radiation broadcasting, how it caused people to have symptoms like if they had a flu. Okay. And then they said, oh, y'all guys have got this thing called a flu, so you need a flu pal. And so they started rolling out the flu pals back then, and then people started dropping dead. And if you want to know all about that and you don't know, go watch Operation Radiation 3.0. If you're not blown away by the end of that video, just email me and I'll refund your $5 donation, because I know I put an enormous amount of work into that research, and it's solid. I was literally, and I know this has to be a fact or pretty close to it, that I was the first and the only person to come out originally with this understanding. And I'm not crediting myself, actually. I credit the Father above for showing me and answering my prayers as to me wanting to understand what was truly causing this stuff, and what was the truth. And the truth is that the sickness that most people think of as a flu or a cold or whatever, it's their body reacting to the new frequencies that are being bombarded upon our skin, on our body, and it causes our body to react. And the reactions happen to be, if you look up reactions that have to do with frequency being exposed to the body, well, it's just the same symptoms as, getting what they told us was a cold.
Did you make a hat, sir?
No, I did not. I didn't.
Oh, my Lanta.
You want me to mute you? I can do that, Let me see.
Do it, and I'll kick you in your kneecaps, because I can't kick no higher.
All right, you're done.
There will.
He can't even talk. I guess I better let her back on.
No, I talk a lot of trash for a 5-foot woman. I get it.
Well, you were muted for the last 15 seconds, young lady. I should.
Really?
Yeah, I should probably even give you something worse, but I won't.
No, you ain't gonna gong me.
Okay. All right, I won't gong you, but you were right on the line. This is Shannon's, another picture of Shannon's creation. As you can see, rather fantastic. Change of subject. Get us back on tune. And yeah, just a fantastic hat. But y'all guys are the ones that are going to be doing the voting. So y'all guys get to decide between, and I'm going to launch the poll. Poll is launched. Now, I will say this, that we're all winners. This is no one person wins and everybody else is a loser, which is how they try to play everything like The Price is Right. Somebody wins and everybody else got to lose. We don't run that way here. So everybody's winning something. In fact, make sure if you submitted like Cindy C and Vivid S, make sure that I have your mailing address, okay? Because even though Super Dave won the viewers contest, you're still a winner, and you're still going to get some things coming in the mail. For sure, I know on my side I'm sending frankincense and olive oil blended, and brand new little anointing oils will be going to each of you. So the way you can submit there's multiple ways, but just email your mailing address to me and send that to LogicBeforeAuthority@gmail.com, and I will ship out the goods. And let's see, I think I got some more photos here of Shannon in her hat.
Shannon, everybody. Don't vote for me. My vote to go to Shannon.
She does have an awesome hat.
She does have an awesome hat.
I mean, she put some work into that. I mean, look at that. How did she get that aluminum foil to lay so perfect? Like, it's like she ironed it. Maybe that's what she did. Maybe she did iron it.
She's a hairdresser, man.
Yes, I know. She's multi-talented.
That's why it's all rainbowed. She went to the beauty supply and even got special aluminum foil.
Yep, rainbowed, which is appropriate when you think about the light spectrum and what it's actually doing, because that hat is, I mean, she could block Harp out with that hat. You know? Starlink, bye.
She could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see, I think I got one more here.
Yeah, those are bad pictures of mine, but.
No, those are good pictures. That's a good hat. It's just, well, I'm trying not to sway the voting.
Oh, no, I don't want no votes. Nobody vote for Roxy. Super Dave won the other one, so Shannon needs to win this one.
Do not vote for Roxy.
Do not vote for Roxy. I have withdrawn.
No, y'all guys vote for who you want to vote for. But at the same time,
she probably could be spotted from space in that head.
Visitor 5745 said she could probably be spotted from space in that hat. And I would imagine it would create an interesting image. You know, it's like, what is that? Because they're used to looking at humans on the ground, you know, using their satellites. And it would probably be interesting to see how they would look at that, knowing that they were monitoring everything like they do. So, you know, that hat, this shows there's a cross and like a flower going all the way around. Did the other one show that? Let me look at that other one real quick again. Oh, I guess it did. I missed that. It's got like a cross, but there's a cross here. So there's crosses all the way around. Wow. Impressive. But it's up to y'all guys, and we'll let you know who the winner is by the end of the show here. The poll is live. It's on the Logic Before Authority channel. Please vote. Put your 2 cents in there, or your 1 cent, and so that way we can get some proper.
Shannon's winning by a landslide, man. She's 64. I got 7%, and that's because Shannon voted for me. She just texted me.
Oh, Lord. Oh, yep. Shannon and Super Dave are ruling, but apparently you did get one vote.
That was Shannon.
Thanks, Shannon. But the polls are still open, so we don't know who's going to ultimately take it. So no assuming the win yet there, Miss Shannon. But it'll be up to the people. So let me save that, and let's go back to, let's see, where do we want to go? We were talking about the Northern Lights. We were talking about...
we had a question in the comments.
Okay, and then I'll go to some of the new things that are happening with the Supernatural Show. New team members, new... so go ahead, Roxy.
Well, this might be we might have to answer this Monday, Anonymous, because today's a short show. But Anonymous Legion 4928 says, does the firmament go underneath us?
Well, obviously no one here can answer truly definitively.
Yeah.
However, if you want a theoretical understanding, the answer would be yes. However, put it like this. From my understandings about, because the way I've come to understand the firmament is to study nature and how everything operates in a similar manner. If you take a look at, give you the easiest example is a hurricane. A hurricane has a lower level low and a upper level low. The lower level low is what typically initially forms and starts to rotate. Okay. And then and you can look at that, the lower level low, let's look at that at the male energy side, the male side, because it's important to, again, even compare it to man and woman, right? And you'll understand why in a second. So you got the lower level low, it starts spinning off to the northeast. Generally, it's northeast. There will be a upper level low, and this is literally functionally, you can research and find out this is how they work. Plus, you can watch footage and such and be able to tell this is what's happening. The upper level low will be spinning, but it will be off to the northeast of the lower level low. We've all seen radar footage or satellite footage of a hurricane that the storms have, say the hurricane's down to like a class 1. And you can see the center of the circulation still spinning, but there's no storms around it. It's like a little bit of clouds and stuff, maybe a little bit of storm. But all the storm has slid off to the northeast. That's the upper level low. As a storm is forming and gaining strength, it has to pull that upper level low on top of itself, and it has to mount. Okay, very similar to how creation happens with a man and a woman. And so the upper level low comes on top, and they have to couple, okay? And then you have two energetic systems, one on top of each other. And then you also have energetic system as well in the water, because the water is where the heat comes from. The water is also a conductor of energy and flow, which is a lot of the reasons why, of course, a hurricane is a lot more capable over water than it is, particularly salt water, than it is over land. It's not just that it doesn't have water below it and a flat surface. It has to do with the energy is also flowing in that water. And exactly how it works, I don't know. But you have these 3 levels of energy that is flowing. You have the lower level low, the upper level low, and then the effect in the water, and even effect above the storm itself. But this kind of goes back to our show we did about the upside down world. And it seems as if everything has its opposite in this world. Okay. And so if we have a firmament above, then we would have something similar, but the opposite below. And exactly what that opposite is, that could be a whole show. But I'm just trying to give you a little bit of an answer to your question there. Really good question.
It was a fantastic question. I actually ran across.
I don't know if my answer was fantastic, but really good question.
Well, I ran across some information this morning, which, as usual, has put it on my to-do list to find that rabbit hole. But this is somebody who was in the military with Admiral Byrd, and he has more information on what Admiral Byrd did and did not do. And he's one of these older gentlemen who is about to leave this earth, and he said he wasn't leaving without telling it. I sent you the video this morning. You have to watch it.
Okay.
I got to research him. I got to vet the source before I want to really research the information. But we all know that supposedly Admiral Byrd went into a hole in Antarctica. Instruments stopped, and he felt like he was in a whole different land. This man this morning that I found on the internet has confirmed that, and that there were hundreds of pictures taken.
Check out.
Oh yeah, that's a new rabbit hole. coming soon, folks.
Well,
Coming soon.
like
A new
to see
rabbit
those,
hole, Admiral Byrd.
We'd like to see those. I just hope they ain't AI photos. These days, it's
Those
intentional.
have been destroyed. Like
What
everything
those?
else that might have been of value and importance from the 30s. I don't know.
I mean,
for
the
some
photos
reason,
of what he photoed, if in fact he was there, have been destroyed, you're saying?
Yes. This gentleman said that he flew 1,200 miles. 1,200 miles inside of that hole and took hundreds of photos of what he had seen and experienced.
Mm-hmm. Was he saying he was there?
Now, you know that we also have. He was in the military with Admiral Byrd. He was on his team. He's had 3 attempts on his life. No, but he saw it when Byrd came back.
But he knows a lot about it, supposedly. Okay. Well,
he knows a lot about it, and he's about to leave this earth, so he says he needs to tell these things.
Yeah, well, hopefully he ain't
Could
lying.
be hooey. I don't know, but I'm going to go check it out, everybody.
Right.
I'm going to vet it and see if it's real.
Let me know when you kind of dig into it a little bit, and because that would be interesting.
Well, everything I run across and I end up researching, every single bit of it points right back to WW2 with the little man with the mustache and that icy place up there. I mean, it every bit of it just keeps pointing right that Obsidian app. That's what I was telling you about. No matter what I do and I put it in there, it all takes me back. Same thing. Mm-hmm. I also found out this morning, we be talking about them juice boxes. 99.9% of all photographs of when they supposedly rescued those people from over there are staged. They are not real photographs. That the Russian army went back in, staged people to take those photographs because when they were actually rescued, there was snow on the ground. None of the pictures show snow. The Russian army went back in and took Auschwitz and made it look like they wanted it to look for the photos. The stack of clothes you see, which they try to claim are from people that were, you know what I mean? That is not why all those clothes and shoes were there. They had a lice outbreak that they were trying to get rid of. That's why all those clothes are piled up to be burnt.
Yeah, I don't buy much of any of all of that story because we know those same
all
people
those
are the
photos
ones
we
that
saw.
are,
don't believe them.
Those supposedly those victims are the same ones that are now making all of us victims. Yeah, it's so convoluted and so, like as they say, the victors write history.
Write history.
So yeah.
Well, think about a narcissist. Everybody knows what a narcissist is. That it's always got to be woe is me. It doesn't matter if you're married to a narcissist or a parent or whoever. Let's say there's a couple and one person in the couple is a narcissist and it's the other person's birthday. The narcissist will always make the holiday about them because they're not the focus of attention. They're not the victim.
Mm-hmm.
Typical narcissist behavior is to turn yourself into the victim and that everybody needs to pay penance because I've been made the victim. When you made yourself the victim, you were never the victim. So this is total typical narcissist behavior. That all of the photos, 99.99999% of them are fake.
I suspect so. Yeah, do. Now, I will say this, that there have been many, 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 many millions of people who have died in all kind of conflicts, but most all of these conflicts of any size have been orchestrated from both sides by the same controlling people that slam people together, believe, the ones on one side believe the other ones on the other side hate them, and it's because of propaganda. They use propaganda to warp people's minds on both sides and then slam them together. And we all grew up believing this stuff, but hopefully at this point, most of us are awake enough to question these things. But yeah, there's been a lot of people that have died and been tortured and gas chambered probably, and all kinds of things. It's just awful, but I can't buy their stories the way they've been presented since I was a child about what went down there and in most
No.
other places, because I wasn't there. And I know who these people now are. They claim to be these people, and they claim to be the victim, and you can't say anything about the victim.
Oh, no.
And it's like,
No.
if you can't say anything about a group of people, it typically kind of means something. And it's, so anyways.
And those are not a group of people. That is a government. And anyway, we ain't got all day for that one. But anyway,
we could get way down some
I'm
rabbit
on
holes,
it, folks. Yeah. I'm on it, folks. I'm on the Admiral Byrd rabbit hole.
All right.
Updates will come next week on the Roxy and Shannon show.
Excellent. Let me keep mentioning it, I keep not doing it. Update on the Supernatural.Show network. Okay, y'all guys have probably seen over a little bit of time here that we've started leaning in the direction, of forming a network. Okay, you've seen where Roxy and Shannon have split off and have their own shows as part of the network. Okay, where they broadcast to their studio, to their channels, but also we're working it so that they also are broadcasting to the Supernatural Show, one or more of possibly even the Supernatural Show channels. It is a strategy that I could go into as to why, but the day of the lone wolf thinking he's going to change the world needs to change, in my opinion. And I think
we are stronger together.
Yeah, unity, all of us coming together and pushing, all from different angles, all with different stories, but ultimately all seeking the same thing, which is truth. I decided at a point to go for a network. And so Roxy created the Roxy Piles. She came up with all that and is doing a fantastic job. Shannon created the Children of the Most High and is also doing a fantastic job. And I would encourage y'all guys to make sure you're subscribed to all of the platforms, because there'll be times when I'll be on Shannon shows, or I might be on Roxy's show, or other things. So the way for you to not miss any of us is just make sure you subscribe to all of them. And the good news is that we now, as you guys know, we have Super Dave and Mike Smith, Super Mike. We have them that have they're part of the team. It's just what it is.
They're an amazing asset.
Yeah, and they've earned to be recognized because they've been so consistent in being there in the chat and being moderators for a long time that it hit me one day, wait a minute, I've already got 2 team members that I'm not recognizing. And so I said, okay, I got to change my way of thinking a little bit. And so, yes, of course, Super Dave and Super Mike are part of the Supernatural Show network. And how that evolves in the future is up to them, because this is all voluntary. This is all by choice for anyone that's involved. Now, we have some new additions to the network, some of which will become obvious quicker than others, okay? But some of you are probably familiar with David with Jesus Freak Computer Geek. Well, he is retiring from his
day job,
his career, day job, And he has a background literally in broadcasting. That's what he's retiring from. And his skill level is through the roof. And he is what I believe to be a humble, righteous man. And David is joining our team. Okay. David will be part of the Supernatural Show network, and we'll be broadcasting on and through our channels, as well as we will be broadcasting with him sometimes on his channel. So we're going to all help each other. So this one will not take effect as quick. It's going to be a little while because, there'll be things coming into place and you'll start seeing more of David. But he doesn't retire until April. Okay. So we got, about 5 months or something other. But by that point, we'll have full transition, and who knows where it's going to go, because David is absolutely awesome. He's the reason that he's one of the reasons I can do this show right now, because he gave me this computer system to grow this show, to do exactly what we've done. I would imagine this is what he hoped I would do. And so I hope I've made David proud. And we're very, very proud that he's joining the Supernatural Show network. Also, we have Jesse Howell. Some of you may be familiar with the name. Jesse is an absolute machine when it comes to how hard he works at what he believes in. And Jesse's taken a little time off from YouTube and other platforms over the last 6 months or so, but he's coming back, and he's coming back with us. Jesse, you may know him from in the past. He had a channel called The Missing Link, and he interviewed everybody, including me, several times. And he interviewed anyone who's anyone pretty much on YouTube that is a truth seeker. Okay. Someone he believed it was trying to do something good, or had at least an interesting story. Maybe they just looked at things differently. But so Jesse is going to be joining us pretty much immediately. Okay. You will start seeing him join us here on the Supernatural Show when we do this. And you'll also notice that we will be broadcasting his broadcasts as well. However, I don't think it's going to be called The Missing Link. I believe he's changed his format a little bit, and I'll let him explain all that to you himself here in the very near future. Now, we also have another person joining us, and her name is Tracy. Tracy she's been following my work, I guess, I know it's been at least 5 years, okay, or longer. And a while back, I asked, and it's been months and months, I asked if anyone was interested in being part of the team and contributing in any way towards helping this work, glorifying our Father, glorifying the truth, and growing it. And she raised her hand, and I got a hold of her. We started some conversation. Then I got really busy with trying to get the Supernatural Show's software problems straightened out and everything. But finally, of course, we did. I beat it. And so now I've been talking to Tracy again. She is an awesome person and very humble, yet super intelligent, and has a very high level of technical skills, you might say. And so Tracy is joining us as well. I don't know that she's going to be doing like a channel. She's going to be helping in other ways. Although I'm going to talk to her about doing this one specific thing that that she is kind of an expert at, and see if we can't put it into at least audio, if not possibly even video and audio format. This would be like a 1 minute update kind of thing on a particular specific subject. Plus, she's going to be helping in the background with marketing. That was the main reason is to have someone to put some energy towards specifically marketing, because a network like ours, we have to swim upriver because YouTube really don't like us. And they'd rather we just stay in the corner. And so we don't get treated like a normal YouTuber. We get shadow banned, we get censored, we say the wrong stuff, we can get terminated. You know, I've already been terminated 4 times. Mm-hmm.
And part of our whole theory is and I'm sure you guys know, there are some people that have been on mainstream media who just quit their job. And not that I'm a big follower of him, but Tucker Carlson, you know, he was a big name and he just bailed out and he went and done his own thing called the Tucker Carlson Network. Yes, his stuff is on, you know, YouTube or Twitch or whatever, but he has his own Tucker Carlson network. Right. And that's what I want us to work towards.
But we're not mirroring him.
No. We want to work towards our own network with our own group of, and I don't call us conspiracy theorists anymore, everybody. I call us truth historians. We are trying to restore the truth of history. We are true historians. Right. I actually stole that off a show, you know, by the way, not taking credit for that one. But that's what we want to work towards. We want to work towards a place where we are not shadow banned because we slipped up and said a word that AI caught that we didn't like. And that's why half the time it sounds like we're on here speaking in gibberish. Because if you don't speak in gibberish, next thing you know, you got a community violation.
You have to filter yourself, which is part of the reason we also have Beyond the Veil, which will be coming in the very near future, more evident as to why that's important that we have that, the area on the website called Beyond the Veil. If you're not familiar with it, allows us to have a place we can go and speak 100% frank and not worry about filtering the words that we're saying before we say them. Like, you know, if you want to talk about a certain group of, let's call them mainly politicians, and we call them juice boxes, there's a reason. You know, because
you will pokies and sticky wickies.
Yeah.
I mean, I have conversations with people out in the real world, and I've got so used to being online and talking. And when you say it and you go, you shouldn't have took that pokey wokey, and they look at you, and I'm like, or, you know, you say juice box or something like that. And they're like, what language are you speaking? I'm speaking YouTube. Thank you very much. This is YouTube. Blue Pow. Speaking YouTube.
Yeah, you know, we don't really fit in with the average person out there anyways, because the average person is still pretty asleep. But y'all guys aren't, and you are our people. And we're going to try to put our foot on the gas pedal here, and we're going to grow this thing. It's already happening. We're already warming up the engines, and we're already we've got the foundation, you might say, going in as of right now, as you can tell. So we're going to take this to the top. Yeah, as far as it is absolutely possible.
I want to save every soul that ever listens to us.
Yep. Get the truth in their head, you know. Because that's what sets us free, is having the truth in your head and knowing things. It's not just about physically being free, like physical. It's spiritual freedom. And the truth is what allows you to be able to do that, and we're going to spread it. And we're going to take y'all guys with us. We're going to go, put it this way. In my lifetime, everything that I've ever applied myself to 100%, I have, and this isn't ego, okay? I'm just telling the truth. And Roxy, she's my niece, so she knows these things. Everything I have applied myself to in my lifetime, I have been able to not only be at the top, but be hovering way above the rest of anything going on, because Father has blessed me with the ability to think very logically and critical and figure things out. I don't do it overnight. It takes time, but we're on the road to success. And we're not talking about money. What we're talking about is doing what our Father in heaven would want us to do. And that is get the truth out to as many people as we possibly can, through as many avenues as we possibly can. And growing a team is part of that. And building this foundation is part of that. And I'll have more details coming very soon on the foundation that we're building. And I'll be updating everybody on that, probably starting, I'm sure, next week. So.
Okay, I need to interject. I need everybody in the crowd. I don't know if you've seen Miss Robin's comment. She's one of our moderators. She is in the hospital and she's asking for prayer.
Oh, no.
So I need everybody watching now or watching later to please say a prayer for Miss Robin.
Robin
we love
is
you.
In the hospital?
Yep, Robin Clark. She's in the hospital.
I think Robin has my number. If you happen to be listening, Robin, text me.
She's listening. She's in the comments.
Okay.
Robin's always listening. Yeah, she's always here.
I know, and I think she has my direct number. I'm pretty sure. So, either way,
everybody listening live or watches later, pray for Miss Robin and pray for each other, because we're a family of like-minded people that came together for the same purpose. This is not about monetary or sponsorship or any of that. Shannon and I don't even have enough subscribers yet to even be monetized, so you need to go subscribe. That was my subliminal programming. But go subscribe right now, folks.
Yeah.
But we are here to be a family, to love each other, to support each other, and to pray for each other, and to leave breadcrumbs to enlighten those who have not been enlightened yet. We leave the breadcrumbs because you need to go vet this information for yourself.
Make your own decisions.
Don't trust the message or the messenger. Go confirm the information for yourself when you're listening to somebody. And you're most welcome, Miss Robin. We love you.
Yeah. Let's all.
Something's attacking her lungs. She's having a hard time breathing. Have you tried any Mulin? It is a natural. My son, who lives with me, is 30. Smarty Pants decided here a few months ago he was going to start vaping. Well, within a month of vaping, he was coughing and barking and couldn't breathe. Now, this boy, he does landscaping for a living. He couldn't walk and take the trash to the end of the driveway without wheezing. I ordered him some Mullen. I think it was Rose Herbs is where I ordered it. Muellin.
Why don't you verify that, because there'll probably be somebody interested in checking it out. Do your own research, because this is not medical advice. But
Mulllein. It is all natural. It is made from a plant. It's actually made from a weed.
There you go.
It grows in your yard. Looks very similar to its cousin, the tobacco plant. But I think Rose Mountain Herbs. Yeah, we've talked about it before. But Miss Robin, that worked wonders for him. He didn't end up having to take but a couple of doses. He's all cleared up. I'm pretty sure he was on the verge like popcorn lung from them vapes.
And not doses as in like potions, like medication. This is natural stuff. So
it's natural and it's a liquid and it doesn't taste great. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? It's a plant extract, but it comes in a liquid form and it's got a little dropper in it. And you just lean your head back, put it at the back of your tongue, and then take a swallow of water to get the taste of swallow. Lord, I sound redneck when I talk on here. A swaller of water.
Hey, it is what it is. We can't help where we was
But
raised.
I don't care. It's me. I ain't never gonna change. But and his is cleared up. He probably only took it, when he thought about it every couple of days. He done it for a couple of weeks. I ain't heard him call for nothing. It sure ain't curbed his appetite because he will eat you out of house and home. So he's all good. But yeah, it's a nice natural herb. It actually, when you see, if you go online and you look at the picture and you look at the leaf on the plant, you can actually see the lung structure in the veins. It literally looks like a tobacco plant. And if you go do a little research on tobacco and nicotine, swaller, yeah, see that, Miss Carol, is not harmful. Nicotine in your body actually stops that thing that happened when they locked us in the house. They said,
the uptake.
Yeah, nicotine
blocks
actually
coats
the.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
nicotine actually coats the receptors in your nose and throat. The first thing they done in other countries, besides, this lovely one that we live in, is they went to all of their senior citizens' home and slapped a nicotine patch on their back. That was the first thing they did. They knew what it was. They slapped a nicotine patch on their back. And if you'll look, there are people that are in the know. When you watch certain people, you know that they're up there. They know some information. Most of them don't smoke cigarettes, but they use this new stuff. I think it's called Zen or something. It's like ZYN. It's a nicotine, like a little pouch or something you put in your lip. But
no, we're not encouraging everybody to go out and get addicted to nicotine.
No, I'm not encouraging that.
But a way that something that might help, mainly Robin in this situation.
Well, they keep talking about there's going to be a new variant going around.
Oh yeah.
Just FYI, nicotine blocks any of that from being for your system to be able to uptake it. Do what you want with that information.
Yeah, look into it for yourself. Because, we're not sponsored by nicotine or anything, but there's some truth behind there. There's truth everywhere that we're just ignoring, especially when it comes to nature and the way our Father chose to create and design things.
Well, and I've heard a lot of people lately that are nervous about the ivermectin and fenbendazole that it may have been altered with. If you have a pine tree in your yard, go get you some green pine needles. Nip off the end where the little brown stuff is, where it's connected to the tree. You can put it in water or you can put it in alcohol, vodka. And you can make a tincture and you can drink it. And it is an anti-parasite. There's other ones. I think it's like black walnut.
Show up at the emergency room. What happened? I was curious.
Always go do your research before you do it. But pine needles is a wonderful anti-parasitic.
Yeah, pine needles, like the pine needle. There's a reason why it's called that. There's a reason why it's called a pine cone. And there's so much deep secret and knowledge in there. I've talked about a lot of it before, but we ain't got time to get into that today. Real quick, we're going to announce the winner of the Supernatural.Show team member tinfoil hat contest. And it's been kind of a battle. It was going backwards and forth a little bit, to be honest with you. But it does appear that we have settled in on Shannon.
Yay!
Shannon has won the Supernatural.Show team member tinfoil hat contest.
Go Shannon. It's your birthday.
Go Shannon. And Super Dave came in a strong second.
Look at that Roxy come in last. Hot dog.
Roxy sabotaged herself by telling nobody to vote for her. And I think they took her serious because
I hope they did.
Got a few rebels that still voted for you, but
whoever you are,
Shannon really put a lot of effort into that hat. So it's fair and deserving, to be quite honest, and that's just my opinion. But that hat was
Fantastic.
Awesome. I mean, that would be something. You don't just crumble that up and throw it in the trash. That sucker's a keeper. Wear it to anywhere.
I'd be wearing that to the grocery store. What you talking about?
I mean, that would blow some people's minds. They say, "What is that kind of hat? Where'd you? Oh, it's a tinfoil hat." That blows some
Shall I
people's
explain
minds.
why? Yep. All right, I have to get out of here because I got to get back on grandma duty. I got to load kids up. We're going to the farm so they can torture me till daylight tomorrow, I'm sure. Love you, everybody. Have a good night. I think Shannon and I are going to do a show tomorrow night. We're trying to do a makeup for her Thursday night because she had something she had to do. But it is about symbology, demonic and occult symbols. We're going to do some explanation, how to protect yourself. I'm sure there will be some laughter. So get your Snuggie, your cup of hot cocoa, and come join us tomorrow night on Children of the Most High with Shannon and Roxy.
Indeed. Y'all guys make sure you're subscribed to
if you don't,
channels.
I'll probably see you Monday, if not Tuesday. Love everybody. Have a good weekend.
Are you doing rebroadcasts on Children of the Most High?
Yeah, anytime we do a live, we try to rebroadcast ours the next morning about 9 or 10 o'clock. Thank you, Mike.
As a premiere?
Yeah, as a premiere the next morning. We do it at like 9 or 10 o'clock.
You want to catch on the premiere where it's live chat as well. The next morning is when they are broadcasting their show from the previous day.
We do chat on screen during live. So because sometimes I had to start doing the chat on the screen because we do interact a lot with the audience on our show, and it gets kind of confusing if you think we're having conversations with imaginary friends because the people watching on the premiere don't see the live chat. And I'm like, so we put live chat on the screen so it doesn't look like we're talking to our imaginary friends.
Probably a good move. All right, Roxy. Well, thank you so much, Donald, for being here, helping out today again.
All right. Have a good weekend, everybody. Love you. Good night. I'm out.
All righty. And thank you, Super Dave. Thank you, Super Mike. And Super Dave, I've got your mailing address from Roxy. So I'm good to go on that. But make sure, let's see here. Like with Cindy C and Vivid S, make sure you guys email me your mailing address. Send it to LogicBeforeAuthority at gmail.com. And one quick thing before I go completely, and just to make sure that anyone new is aware of this. So yes, guys, we are still planning and putting together to try to go on a cruise together, meaning that we all come together as a group. Instead of meeting at some hotel somewhere, wherever, we can all go on the same boat and be on the water, because the water is, in my experience, and it's a vast experience, it's where you have the most occasion to have angels show up. Big, bright balls of light, wheels within wheels, with beautiful colors and just about the size of a Volkswagen when you get to see them up close. And if you're new, you probably haven't heard me talk about all the stories and stuff about all the different times that I've been amazed to have them approach me, especially on the beach, or the other occasion typically is on the mountaintop. In order for them to come up close, it's been on the beach is when they've been the closest. We're talking like 20 feet, 25 feet is the closest. And I thought that it would be awesome for us to get together at some time, and the cruise just makes sense because it's like traveling with your hotel room. And no, I can't afford a cruise. The only way I get to go is because if I organize the cruise industry will give the organizer a cabin. That's the only way I get to go, because I cannot afford to go on a cruise. But if we have enough of you guys that want to go, and all you got to do is go on the TheSupernatural.Show website and click on the Angel Cruise, and all the details and your pre-registration form is there so you can sign up. And it's just you saying, if it works out, yeah, I'd like to go. That's all it's saying. It's no kind of obligation or anything. And we won't be contacting you until the time comes that we're actually moving forward with it. Now, we do have enough people that have already registered to move forward with it, but I'm giving it a little bit more time, and we're not going on a cruise in December, so we're probably going to give it some more time to go into early spring, somewhere in there. I'm not sure yet, and we'll get together and go on that cruise. So that, for me, that is just really, really exciting thought of meeting y'all guys in person and hanging out, and us going out and singing and praying together, and Lord, Father willing, some angels will show up. And no, I can't make them show up, but I believe they will. So with that said, if you can and you'd like to, register for the Angel Cruise, and we get in touch at the appropriate time, okay? And I see all of y'all guys here still with me, and I thank all of you very much for hanging out today, and appreciate everybody that's here. Robin, I'll make sure to say a little extra prayer for you, okay? And make sure you're getting plenty of water, real water, and look into that stuff that Roxy was talking about. I've heard a little bit about it, and especially if it's all natural, it comes from something that God made. I would spend my time looking into that, and not the potions that, they'll try to get you talked into and scare you to death at the hospitals. So be careful, sister, be careful. Anonymous, great to see you here again. Carol, of course, and Super Dave, Super Mike, everybody, I love you, and we'll see you on Monday. Things are going to be ramping up quick here on the Supernatural Show. And Super Dave, I'd like to have a chat with you. Maybe, I know we've got a team meeting tomorrow, but I'd like to have a chat with you on the side. Maybe we can get that done sometime this weekend. Other than that, I guess I'll let y'all guys get on out of here. And we'll see you on Monday for the Supernatural Show again, and go from there. Bye-bye for now.
you.